Welcome back. Corporate governance is a very important and integral part of any company. So many companies have actually been given the rap on the knuckles for not incorporating corporate governance properly. And so on the program now, we're taking a look at Corporate Governance Scorecard with regards to financial companies listed here in Nigerian Stock Exchange, or rather listed here in Nigeria, I beg your pardon. And I'm talking to the head Financial Standards and Corporate Governance Department of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Mr. Edward Okolo. Good morning to you, and thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you very much.
So, looking at the Corporate Governance Scorecard for financial companies, what has been achieved so far?
We have developed the scorecard with the IFC, and then we got the company secretaries of public companies to come for a training at Protea. The aim of the training was to sensitize them about the content of the corporate governance, because we did identify them as a very important value chain in terms of disseminating those informations. You know, the roles company secretaries serve in organizations. Apart from being secretaries to the board, they also form secretariats to the committees that would work with the scorecard. Now, as you are aware, the scorecard is an extract from the Code of Corporate Governance. And what we did was to bring out the 800 indicators from the code and compartmentalized it into 400 indicators, and then made it into questionnaire forms. So when you are answering a paragraph in the code, you have a yes, a no, or partial. But the most important thing is that you must substantiate it with a written evidence. So what does this do? This enhances greater compliance with the code and enables the investing public to form an informed decision, because this code will be published in the websites of all public companies. So at the moment, the investing public is demanding for greater reporting. And you are aware that if you have a transparent reporting system, one of the aims, one of the things it will do is to help the market to better monitor public companies.
But then, have there been challenges in that regard, especially here in Nigeria?
Oh yes, the challenges we've had is having the uniformity in reporting for corporate governance. Nigeria is an investment destination, and investors are asking for more disclosures, more information, transparent information. You know, so we want to make companies more accountable. The way we regulate now is that more of collaborative regulation, where we bring in companies to show them what we do, the way we assess them, so there is nothing hidden. You know, when you're looking at platforms for value optimization, the annual general meeting is one. So if companies know and the shareholders know how to better source informed decision, you will find that that platform will be better utilized. And we had feedbacks from company secretaries about those gray areas that they wanted us to help them resolve.
Is that the reason for the collaboration between the Securities and Exchange Commission and the IFC? Was that the reason why the two organizations, you know, formed the collaboration to train company secretaries?
Oh yes, the essence is to train the company secretaries on how to better understand the scorecard, and then so that when submissions are made, they will actually know. It's like assessing yourself before you submit these returns to the commission, and then you download it on your domain for the public to make an informed decision. So it's like the market monitoring the companies themselves, and the companies being able to assess their level of compliance with the Code of Corporate Governance. It's a better way of allowing investors to take a better informed decision, you know, about the financials and other information they need about a company.
So how is your department now going to be working with these company secretaries to ensure that all the information and all the trainings, you know, they've had with regards to ensuring that there's good corporate governance reporting is adhered to very strictly? Is there going to be, okay, no, maybe you should answer that first before I ask you if there's going to be any form of punitive measures meted out to companies that don't fall in line?
Oh yes. The code itself has been embedded in our rules, which makes it a form of mandatory. But in order to avoid conflicts, what we have done is to ensure that the areas as extracted from CAMA is mandatory, and those areas that deals with best practices are strongly recommended for implementation. Now we have rules about penalties, stiff penalties for non-compliance. But our interest is not in penalizing companies. Our interest is in making them to respond more. And in our department, we have an analyst. We have different analysts based on their level of competence who are assigned to different companies. So a company secretary knows the analyst dealing with his or her company. So we're creating a more easier interface with public companies to make this reporting easier. They could even download it on our website. So there's really no reason for a company not to file its financial returns.
Which means there's also constant engagement with these company secretaries in this regard.
Oh yes, we do. Before the scorecard is fully implemented, we have a 1-year training program for all the people who fall within the value chains in terms of implementing the scorecard. You have the chief executive, the chairman, the head of the audit committee, the company secretaries itself, and the directors of finance. All these people are signatories to the scorecard, which means that they take responsibility for material misstatements of facts that could occur in that report. So the training is prepared for them to actually understand what it's all about. It's not magic.
Well, Edward Okolo, thank you so much for coming on the program this morning.
Thank you.
Edward Okolo is the head Financial Standards and Corporate Governance at the Securities and Exchange Commission. That's it on the program for today. Many thanks for spending time with us. I'm Harriet Agbenye. Have a profitable day, and I'll see you next month.